Hello, Michael Tall. Good to see you. Wait, check, mic check. Okay, mic is on. Okay, I hope everyone's doing well. Thank you, Plumber Phil, for the 3 months on Kick. Thank you, appreciate it. Hope you're doing well. All right. Zay, if you really want to play, we can do a Hello Notzella. Good to see you as well. Hello, Ahmed. Hello, Godmas. Yes, we're live on YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. Okay, I kind of want to continue the speedrun. Before we continue, just wanted to point something out. Are the people here? Hello, Father Marcus. Wait, what? Hello, Buck, and welcome back to another uneducational move suggestion speedrun. What? What? Okay. Let's see. How many lessons? Yeah, that is up to you. That is up to you, Plumber Phil. I'd say most people at least do one. Whoa. We are so back. Thank you, Hainsey Reps, for the 2 months. Thank you. We are so back indeed. That is right. Yep. All right. How many lessons a week? I'd say definitely at least like once a week, but it depends. Some people want to take like lessons every day, and some people, yeah, like once a week, or some maybe even once a month. But I'd say the more lessons, the better. But I'd say you want to do at least once a week. Thank you, Zay. All right. Yes, guys. Here's the thing. I would really appreciate it if you guys would check out the game against Magnus and leave a like and a comment. That'd be even better. Because, what more does YouTube want me to do? I play like the best player ever in chess. I'm not gonna spoil what happened. And like still like no views. All right. Okay. If you're interested in lessons and it goes for everyone, you can send an email to this email address. All right. Anyway, I think we're just gonna continue the speed run. We're at like 1830, 1840. All right. Let's see. Okay, let me log into my other account and we're gonna do the speed run. Because I really do want to complete this. I've done speedruns in the past, and I honestly did not finish them. And that's why I'm really eager to finish this one. We're at 1800. The goal is to get to 2500. If we get to 2500, I think that'd be very good. We can maybe push... I think it will be difficult to push it beyond that. I think 2500 is a very good end goal. Alright, so... Oh, actually, 1828. Alright. Hello, Nightmare. Hello, Trill. You're here to see... Ahmed says, we're here to see you play rugby? What? Well, I'm not going to play rugby. I can tell you that. Yes. 2500 all wins. Okay. Anyway, let's continue. All right, so we're left at 1828. Okay, let's get going. Okay, and we get white. Now with white, we have been playing d4, and we have been playing the Queen's Gambit. With white, we're doing a Queen's Gambit speedrun. Okay, so he goes Queen's Gambit decline. Let's go knight c3, develop the knight, and increase the pressure on the center. Knight f6, the main move. And here I recommended we take. And we go bishop g5, pinning the knight to the queen. h6, I think is already a mistake. h6 is already a mistake. Thank you, Nick, for the 100 bits. Thank you for the suggestion. However, with black, I'm doing the Accelerated Dragon speedrun, so unfortunately I cannot do that. But maybe in a game against one of the viewers. Anyway, so h6 is a mistake, as we can simply take here, and if he recaptures with the queen, he would have recaptured with the queen, he would have hung the pawn. So he sees himself forced to do this, but now obviously he's significantly weakened his pawn structure. That being said, you know, it's not the end of the world. So let's keep going. Maybe later, Kaushik. Knight f6, okay. Alright. I kind of want to attack this pawn. Already move like queen f3 comes to mind. I guess he still has bishop e6. Maybe bishop d3. Let's just go queen f3, as it's a little awkward for him to defend that pawn. And we're also eyeing this, so, you know, we're taking advantage of the weaknesses in the pawn structure. Let's go bishop d3, bring out the bishop. Let's see what he's going to do. I'd love to get a knight at f4 and hit this pawn. Modern? One modern variation, Michael Tall. Alright, so bishop d6. This move could be a little bit annoying, potentially. It might, although, okay, if he goes here, maybe I just go back and then kick him away. So let's just go knight g to develop the knight. It's a little awkward for him to develop, because if he goes there, now I can just take here. Take, that's just a free pawn. So let's go ahead and take the pawn. But the problem was if he would have gone here, he would have hung this. Okay, takes, we take, and we're up a very clean pawn here. He's probably going to castle. He can also throw in a check. I guess I'll block. Okay, he goes castles. I think I'll just give a check and then get my own king out of the middle. Just play it very safe, because actually I should have just castled. It's not a super big deal, but I think castling would have been slightly more precise, and then keep this check on tap. Like, he cannot do anything with the bishop. Anyway, everything is still looking good. We're up a pawn with a good position. He goes knight b4, hitting this. It's not a problem if he takes, but I'm still just gonna go here. Defend this, eye this pawn over here. Hello, Starring Chess. Great to see you. Hope you're doing well. Oh, I see your question in the kick chat, Plumber Phil. For lessons, my rate is a little bit higher. The command is updated in the Twitch chat. Anyway. Yugi says, hi, my second favorite GM. Monka, Who is your favorite GM, huh? Huh? What is this disrespect, bruh? What is this disrespect? Okay, let's go A3 and kick him away. Goedemiddag, Axel. Goedemiddag. Oh, nice, nice. Yeah, there's ook snow here. There's also snow here. Let's go back. Okay, I have to be a little bit careful not to allow this, I just realized. That could be a little bit tricky. He's gonna move the knight back, and then, you know, he will be looking to do this. Okay, that is fine. Okay, he's gonna go back, and then... I mean, rook d3 is very safe, but it's... Maybe I'll go rook d3 if he moves the knight back, just to protect against this, just to play it very safe. Let's see what he's gonna do. Yep, we're already at 1800. Okay, goes knight c6. I think, like I said, I'm gonna do this. Because I just don't want to allow this. And so I'm just gonna stop it. Like, even if king c2, he might just sack. And it's a little bit tricky. He goes there. Okay, let's drop the bishop back. I think it's fairly safe over here. I can move my knight around. Maybe kick this rook at some point. I guess c5 is an option, but not a big concern. So I have to make sure I don't allow anything silly. It's okay, Father Marcus. It's okay. Okay, rook b5. Let's go knight c3, hit the rook. That e4 also would have made a lot of sense. Yeah, very good suggestion, Stefan. Stefane. Hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. Okay, we're hitting the rook, which has got to move. Okay, let's go knight e5, hitting the rook and the queen. But fortunately for him, he can still go here. But okay, just move my king out of the way. We're still hitting this. So let's see what he's going to do. We're doing pretty well here. I mean, my king is fairly safe. He's got a bunch of weaknesses, and we have an extra pawn. And by the way, if anything is ever unclear at any point, you know, don't be shy to, you know, ask away, and I'll be more than happy to answer your questions. All right. Hope that sounds good. Okay, let's see what he's gonna do. He's taking his time. Okay, goes queen f8. All right. Okay, so let's see. I believe I can take here. This is not a problem. Yeah, I don't want to take with the queen, because then I put my queen in this, but I think I'm gonna do is this. Just take with the horse. Yeah. Kaushik, there's no real cue, but we're just doing the speed run. And the goal is to push... I mean, if we could reach 1900 today, that'd be great. And by the way, some of you guys might have heard it, but, well, first things first. My course on the Accelerated Dragon came out, I guess at this point it's been like 3 months. It's currently on sale, so feel free to check it out. My next course will be on the Slav, which is the opening we're playing in the speedrun against 1d4. And then after that, I might make a course on 1d4 for white. Okay, I think I'm just gonna take that. Like, I don't want to allow any funny shenanigans. I'm just gonna chop the knight off. Okay, let's go rook b3. It's a little awkward for him to defend this. He's gonna have to push one of these pawns, which creates further weaknesses. And then after b6, okay. We can maybe go here. Okay, nice, nice. Thank you, Father Marcus. Well, there is a reason that everyone here is winning, right? Okay, let's see what he's going to do. We're doing really well here. We're up 2 pawns. Okay, b6. Now we have to calculate a little bit. This rook looks a little trapped to me, and I think we can trap it with queen e5. Now, this move might look a little bit scary at first, because you're putting your queen in the line of the rook, but he has no good way of taking advantage of it. And if he goes here, I believe we can go here. And again, it cannot go anywhere. If he goes here, we take. So let's dive in and let's go queen d5, trapping the rook. Again, it feels scary stepping into this discovery, but he doesn't have a good move. All right, let's see what he's going to do. Hello, Jadoob. It's a privel. It's a privel indeed. Yep. It is. Rook a4. Okay, let's go here, hitting the rook, which once again is really trapped. If he goes here, we can take. So we're winning a lot of material here. Queen e2, not a bad move, but there was still rook c6. That's why. Okay, takes. Okay, we just take. Now we're up a full rook and a pawn. Okay, he might take, but I guess I'll just drop in with the knight, pick up even more material. And this should be a fairly easy win. I mean, we're just up so much material here. Yeah, it's a mix of both. Let's go 97 check, forking the king and the knight. We're picking up another exchange, extending my material lead even further. Okay, let's take. No, but yeah, I'll review this game and explain like where he went wrong. But it was a mix of tactical mistakes and positional mistakes as well. Okay, let's see what he's going to do. We're doing really well here. We're up a rook and an exchange. Even though I don't have any pawns in front of my king is completely safe. I have this rook here guarding everything, and his queen can never join the action. Goes there. Let's go rook c1, bring another piece into the attack, because now we are going for the attack with rook c3, and boom. Okay, goes there. Doesn't really faze me. I think we'll just go here. If he takes, not a problem. We just take here, and we're going to go for a big attack. Can also throw in this check first and then take a check. Okay, gives a check, not a problem. Oh, wait, that would hang a pawn. It's a little bit sloppy. It's just blocked like this. Could have also moved my king, but obviously everything is winning. Yes, at every level, tactics are important. It's actually the most important. Oh, thank you, Stefane. Yeah, no, my pleasure, my pleasure. Happy to help you guys, and happy to hear you guys find it instructive. Okay, let's see what he's gonna do. Obviously, he can just resign, but okay. Yeah, I think, like you can play a great positional game, right? But if you just make one tactical mistake, you just throw everything away. So tactics is always going to be the base of everything. Oh, thank you, Crafty. Oh, that's awesome. I really appreciate that. Yeah, I'm really happy to hear that people find it useful. It's a nice supplement to the course. All right, so let's take here. He takes. Okay, but now we take, and that is going to be mate. Yep, we sack the rook and checkmate. Okay, good stuff, good stuff. We get a nice win. All right, so let's review this game real quick. He already made a mistake very early on, right? So I played the queen's gambit. He goes here, and he goes for the queen's gambit decline. This is fine. Now what I recommend is that we just take here and follow up with bishop g5, pinning the knight to the queen. What black should do here is go for a move like c6. h6 is quite common. but only after you've played c6, e3, and then here. Because now if I take black just recaptures, there's no tactics. This is obviously defended. But h6 here is a little bit early because I do take, and if he recaptures with the queen, which is the desired recapture, now I take here and I win a pawn. I win a central pawn with a big advantage for white. So he saw himself forced to do this, but obviously this is not great for black. I mean, he can, for example, also go bishop e7 and then h6. Nothing wrong with that. He can recapture with the bishop here. But this is not good. By the way, a little tactic, just showing you guys, is like, let's say black goes here. Now this wouldn't work because black recaptures with the knight. And you should not do this. That's what black is hoping for, because black takes, and after takes they have this check, and you don't have a good way to block. You have to do this, and you lose the queen back, and you're down a piece. So that would not be good. But he went here. Okay, now we take and we damage his pawn structure, so we just continue. And I like this move queen f3, as we eye both weaknesses on d5 and on f6. He goes here, I just develop, and we see here it's a little bit awkward for him to make a move. If he goes here, he hangs this. If he goes here, he hangs this. So we have a nice advantage here. He went here, hanging the pawn, thank you very much. And now we're just up a pawn with a good position. I gave it a check, castled, wanted to keep my bishop on the board. He went here, just kicked the knight back, move the queen back. Rook d3, good move, defending against the sacrifice. You always have to, watch out for the danger. He went here, dropped the bishop back, goes here, activating the knight, creating a little fork ski. He goes here, move the king over. And what I always tell you guys is that whenever there's something you can take and you don't see why not, go ahead and just take it, right? And that's what we did here. He goes here, we just take rook b3, and like I said, it's quite awkward to defend against the mate. Probably c6 was needed, but he went here, and now all of a sudden this rook on c4 is finding itself trapped. He went here, I go here, the rook has nowhere to go, he took a recaptured upper rook, and now we win another exchange as well, and my king is just super safe. And in the meantime, we're going to start an attack against his king with rook c1, rook c3, and this is the plan. So in here, okay, I just block, and I went for this, and it was game over. So nice win there to start things off. So let's move on to the next game. Good question, Veldidon. What do I do against the Alvin counter gambit? Yeah, against e5, just take on e5, and d4. After d4, I think knight f3 is the best move. But perhaps we'll face that at some point in our speedrun. All right, thank you, Jadub. Thank you, appreciate that. If you guys like that video against Big Mac, like I said, I would really appreciate it if you guys would, check out the video, leave a like, leave a comment, because I feel like it doesn't get enough recognition in the algorithm. Anyway, let's continue. Okay, and we are getting black. Okay, and he goes e4. Now, what are we doing against 1e4? We go c5, the Sicilian. Okay, so we go c3, the yellow pin. Now, as you guys might have seen in other videos, what I recommend against the yellow pin is the move knight f6. Oh, well, lil bro, the whole point of knight f6 is to not allow him to build a big center on a post. I could take here, but I think I'll just take here. Now, to be fair, he does have a chance to redeem himself with the move e5. Okay, we go knight e5, and he recaptures. So we lured the e-pawn forward, and now we're going to attack it with d6, knight c6. This is how I recommend playing against the yellow pin. Let's see what he's going to do. Okay, he goes f4. Okay. Let's go knight c6. So just continue my development and bring more pieces into the game. I don't want to take yet. I want to delay the capture for now. Let's see what he will do. What do you mean? Of why? I have 10 minutes. All right, let's go ahead and take here. He was hitting the knight, so I kind of saw myself forced to take at some point. I didn't quite want to take, as that strengthens his center, so I'll just take. He's probably going to recapture with the f-pawn. And now I kind of like this move, bring my bishop out to an active square. And you know. Oh, yeah, yes, indeed, yes. Yeah, no, 100%. Yeah, unnecessary pre-move there in a rapid game. Okay, knight b4 is an option, but d5, I give a check. Okay, maybe he moves somewhere. If I take, I don't know if he has this. Guess I can take and take, and I'm fine. I can also just go e6. This looks pretty interesting. It's definitely the most ambitious move. If we want to win quickly, this is definitely the move to look at. E6 also good, but maybe he just goes like, you know what? Let's go for it. Let's go knight b4. As it's really hard for him to stop this. I mean, he actually does not have a way to stop this. We'll review after the game if this was the right move or whether we should have gone e6. We're just continuing the speedrun fidelity. Yes, so we're doing Accelerated Dragon with black against 24, Queen's Gambit with white, and Slav defense for black against 1d4, because that's what's going to be that's what my next course is going to be on. Okay, so d5, he goes for the critical attempt. Okay, let's go check. Has to move the king. Okay, I can throw in another check. He goes here. I take, he takes, not sure. Can also take here first. And if he takes the advantages, then I can trade the queens off. Oh, he just resigned. Okay. Well, let's have a look. This was not that easy. I mean, I think he did not have to resign yet. Okay, so we go c5, and what I recommend against c3 is that we go knight f6. Okay. All right, here he goes. Yeah, actually, what I did was a little bit sloppy. I should just take. So good to know. If your opponent does pre-move d4, just punish him and take. He goes bishop d3, d5. Okay, f3, not good. Yeah, so I was being a little bit too nice by taking here. Now he goes e5, we're back into the main line. Go here. Here he captures, and here. Fidelity, how have you never heard of the Accelerated Dragon? It's the best opening. Oh, yeah, no. I guess, yeah, it made sense also to transpose. Wait, no, it's sorry. Okay, so he went f4. Okay, knight c6 is good. He goes here, I take, which is good. I go bishop f5. The reason is, like, again, he's attacking my knight, so I had to deal with that somehow. But again, I did not want to take, because this strengthens his center, and now it's becoming quite powerful. But it's better to take and bishop f5, because I do want to bring that bishop out before going e6. And yes, his best move actually was a3. He went here, now knight d4 is the best move. e6 also good, but this is even better. Okay, d5, the best move by him. Here, and now I was thinking for a while, like, okay, should I throw in this check? And I guess if I take now he takes, and it's a bit of a mess. Because, you know, my knight is out here. This is a little bit messy. But I guess this is the best move, with the point that if he takes, at least now I can trade off the queens. And I should be able to get my knight out of there. Anyway, he just resigned here, which was a little bit early, but okay, we get a nice win. We move to 1844. All right, so let's move on. Plumber Phil, what you can do is just try to snipe me in the pool. I'm just gonna play the pool, but if you play me, then you know we play. But I'm just gonna play the pool if that's fair. All right, so let's do next game. Okay, all right, so let's go 1d4. That's what we're doing with white. Okay, so he goes d5, and now let's go c4, the Queen's Gambit. Okay, he goes c6, the Slav. Now that is going to be the opening I'm going to be, that I'm making another course on. And in my d4 course, if I make one, I think I'm just going to recommend you guys to take the exchange Slav. I like playing this because it's quite simple to play. Because one of the reasons is that you never have to worry about black taking this pawn on c4, right? Since black has played c6, black can often take and then go b5, and then they have this whole pawn clamp here, and it's difficult to get it back. So this is the exchange Slav, yeah. Okay, let's develop the other knight. The two knights go to c3 and f3. e6, a slight mistake, as now he's blocking this in. And our bishop is almost always going to go to the f4 square. a6, okay. Let's continue with e3, so I can bring my other bishop out as well. Bishop d6. And what I recommend is that whenever you see bishop d6, almost always we're going to go bishop g3. So let's do that here. Yes, starting chess. That's going to be a starting out. Yes, a starting out for starting chess. That's right. Okay, let's see what he's going to do. We obviously recapture the h-pawn, opening up the rook. And let's go bishop d3. Bring the bishop to a nice and active square. Okay, bishop d7. 95 makes a lot of sense to me. Because if he takes, I recapture. So let's do it. I mean, if he takes, his knight will have to move to a bad square. This is a very typical follow-up. And now we see why white is better, right? If we take a look, we see that the two central pawns here on d4 and e3 are on dark squares. His two central pawns on d5 and e6 are on light squares, and we have the light square bishops on the board. So my bishop is active. It's moving in between the pawns, whereas his bishop is a little bit passive. It's a little bit stuck in between the pawns. So he goes h6. Let's strengthen my horse with the move f4. If he takes, I could recapture it this way. D takes also makes a lot of sense. Let's see what he's going to do. Yes. When are you going to be starting? On the starting out for the Slav. Starting at starting chess. That's right. Good question, Father Marcus. I mean, against the King Xenian, we can both just go knight c3, followed by e4, building a big center. I would have to think what I'm going to recommend in my course. I mean, I also like the fianchetto, so I might recommend that. I haven't, right now I'm working on the Slav course, so that's going to be next. And by the way, you guys, just wanted to let everyone know, if you do want to get the course or courses, they're on sale now. I mean, if you don't get them, that's completely fine, but I just wanted to point that out. Right, like if you do want to get them, now is a good time. Okay, goes queen a5. Okay, I think I'll castle this way. Yeah, we'll castle this way. I mean, it's a little bit of a pity not to take advantage of that half open h-file, but I didn't quite see a good way to do so. This pin was slightly annoying. Okay, he castles. I don't think I have anything, but maybe g4, g5 could be interesting. If he takes, yeah, I just want to go for the attack. So let's go g4, g5. Looks good. Okay, goes queen c7. Okay. So g4, take. Can I do this? If he takes queen g4, he goes g6. Queen h4. Having a tough time to stop this. Looks pretty good. And if he takes, yeah, I think I'll go g5. Right, take. Yeah, go for this. Yes. Looks pretty good. Take here, turning mate, and if here I go here. Okay, we just recapture, hitting the knight. If the knight has to move. Ooh, this looks really dangerous. Okay, I mean, I think we just take. Take, check, back, take here, and he doesn't have a good way to stop this, so let's take here. So people might think the exchange Slav is a little bit innocent or innocuous, whatever you want to call it, but g6 might be even better. Everything is winning. Let's just take here and throw in a checkmate. But as I was gonna say, people might think the exchange Slav is a little bit innocent or innocuous, but it actually has quite a bit of venom to it, and I also think it's very easy to play. That's why I really like it as white. Like, I've beaten some of the best players in the world with it. So that's what I'm teaching you guys in the speedrun, and what I will teach you guys in a future course as well. All right, so g6, we were threatening this, so he just resigned. Okay, so nice win here. Thank you, Matthias. Okay, so we again played the Queen's Gambit, and he played the Slav. Now, again, if you play, let's say something like the two knights attack, if you will, you will often have to, worry about black actually taking this pawn. And the thing is, a lot of people will go e4, trying to get it back, but then black goes b5. And it's like, you're not getting the pawn back here, right? So that's why I recommend we simply take. Now, the downside of taking early is that now black can develop this knight at c6, but, we never have to worry about our pawn hanging on c4. So we just develop this knight here, the other knight here, and our bishop will go to f4. That's where it will almost always go. In case of bishop e6, we will respond with bishop g3. That in case they take, we get that half open h-file. Right, it takes, and the other bishop will almost always go here, right, where it's eyeing the king side. Okay, he goes here. Knight e5 is a very good plan. It's a little bit awkward for him to take, as we will recapture and hit the other knight, which will have to go to g8, which is a little bit sad. So he didn't do that, but now we go f4, strengthening the knight. And as you guys see, once again, we have a lot of pawns on dark squares, but our bishop is doing an excellent job moving in between the pawns, right? Whereas his bishop, again, is a little bit passive in between his own pawns. So he goes here. Okay, we castle, and now we go for the attack. g4, g5. Pretty typical idea, if you ask me, using the double g pawn as a storm ram. We still have the other pawn here. Support, sheltering our king. But we can push the other pawn up and go for an attack. He goes here. We push, hit the knight. He takes, we just recapture. Now our rook opens up as well, and everything is looking good for a crushing kingside attack. He goes here, but we just take. Check. We take here, threatening checkmate on h8. He takes, we recapture, we give a check, and g6. And there's nothing you can do about checkmate on the next turn. So, very nice win here for white as we cross 1850. Okay, well, if you don't like it, sack like Fischer, that's fine. Okay. Let's move on to the next game. And once again, people are asking to play, like, I really appreciate it, but my goal is just to play the pool. And, okay, if you get paired with me, then, it happens. And if you don't, then, what can I do? Alright, anyway, so let's move on to the next. Thank you to Honda for the £2 donation. Thank you to Trucksauce for the membership on YouTube. Really appreciate that as well. Sorry for only seeing it now. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Honda says Parham. It's my second favorite gym. Everybody loves Parham. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome, Brandmaster. Well, happy to hear you're liking the speedruns. Okay, good question, Yendrak. What is my prediction for the candidates? I think the main favorites are Fabiano and Hikaru. That being said, it's hard to say where Hikaru's level is at right now, because he has not played like real opponents in quite a while. Thank you, Kramnik. I appreciate that. Thank you. I mean, Sinarov could do it, but I think unlikely. But he could do it. He's definitely capable. Okay, let's move on to the next game. Alright, so we are getting white as well. Okay, what do? We go d4. Okay, he goes e6. Now, we could go back into e4 territory with the move e4. But I recommend that we go c4 to keep it in 1d4 territory. Thank you, Matthias, for the prime. Thank you so much. Okay, so what did we just learn? Against the queen's gambit declined, we go knight c3. Just developing our knight. Let's see what he's going to do. Okay, he goes bishop e4. I would refer to this as the accelerated Ragozin. I mean, the Ragozin is with knight f6 and knight f3 included. And what I recommend is that we go a3. Inviting him to take. Now, you might be like, what? Why do you voluntarily accept the double pawns, right? Hey, Zach, great to see you. Great to see you. Hope you're doing well. Okay, bishop e7, a little bit odd. Now he kind of just lost the tempo because a3 is kind of a useful move. Let's just continue our development with knight f3. Hope you're having a great weekend, Zach. Good to see you. Okay, knight f6. So let's continue our development with bishop f4. Move a3 definitely is somewhat useful. Okay, he goes a6. I might go c5 here. And then, after b6, b4, in case he goes a5, this pawn is already protected. If I don't, he might take and go b5. So I do like the idea of going c5, really creating a clamp here. I definitely have more space. Right, his bishop on c8 is a little bit stuck over here, which is why I don't recommend the queen's gambit decline. Okay, just continue our development with e3 ecas. Let's see what he's gonna do. Okay, he castles. Let's grab some more space with b4. I wanted to go b4 before he went a5. If he goes a5 now, I can just push him away. And I think we have a really pleasant position. He goes here. I could go bishop d3, but I want to have I wonder if I have to worry about knight h5. So let me just go h3. So that in case he goes here, I can always drop the bishop back. h6, okay, let's go bishop d3. And here we really see, look at how much space I have and look how cramped he is. Right, the two bishops not doing much. That's why I do not recommend the queen's gambit decline. I mean, these positions can be pretty tough. We can take, but no need. I mean, this pawn is giving me a lot of space. I can maybe go for a kingside attack, but not necessary. Let's just castle. Let's just let the space advantage speak for itself. Okay, g5. That looks quite risky to me. Sorry, I can go here, but I think I'll just drop back. Let's see what he's going to do. But okay. g4. No, but a little bit too weakening. Okay, 98. Okay. I like the idea of e4. I mean, he's messing around over here. So I like the idea of opening up the position to try to punish him. Let's go e4. g5 is very brave. I think for quite a while, Kramnik. I mean, if you're talking about classical, I think Mag will stay at the top for quite a while. Also because he's not playing that much. So if he would play more, it would get a little bit tricky. It would definitely get a little bit more tricky. Because, you know, in terms of opening work, I think he's not putting in the same work as the others. Okay, e5 looks like a bad move to me. I can take, but he might have here. You can do that. This is probably the easiest way. If he takes, then I take here. If I take here now, if he takes, I take. Let's do this actually. If he takes, I take, and I win a piece. And if he takes here, excusamente, eh? Okay, let's take here. Purple pawn. This knight on d4 is also a little bit loose. We're definitely doing pretty well here. Hello, Chicago. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, welcome everyone. Hope everyone's doing well. If you're watching and you haven't said hi yet, make sure to say hi in the chat. I'll say hi back. Don't be shy. All right, knight f5. Okay, let's activate another piece. Let's go rook e1. Yeah, no, I think and this has been like the general consensus, like whoever wins the candidates is probably going to be a world champion. I mean, you know, Gukesh just hasn't played, like he's not been that convincing ever since he won the title. Like I would think that, you know, Fabiano, Hikaru, they're at a slightly higher level than Gukesh is currently. So I would think if one of them would win the candidates that they should be the favorite against Gukesh.
3 quick years.
Whoa, dang, time has flown by, eh? Thank you to Real Rancor for the 3 years. Wow, that is awesome. But yeah, welcome everyone in the chat. Hello Hyersna, hello Grand Chess Amateur, hello Luther, hello hello Rancor. Welcome everyone. Oh yeah, I guess I haven't updated yet my hill on the road. Yeah, I guess I can do that. Okay, knight h4. Let's go queen e2, threatening some stuff. Okay, rook e8. I don't think we have anything decisive. I mean, we can take. Let's go queen c2. I mean, I would think that at some point something is gonna, appear. We should have a nice opportunity. Hello, hello, Shu. Hello, Shu. Welcome to the channel. Shu. Shu. Did I pronounce it correctly? Shu. Okay, anyway, he goes there. Okay, I can take, but I think I like. I go here. Let's go here. Hit the queen, hit this. Shoo. Sacking is possible, but I don't really see the point because I want to get to his king. Getting these pawns over here doesn't help me that much. Okay, goes there. Okay, I guess I will take. Yeah, let's just take. Let's see what he's gonna do. After that, I guess I'll bring the other rook in. Hello, user. Ja, graag gedaan. Graag gedaan. Welkom. Welkom. Thank you to the Randall Cycle. Yeah, I appreciate it. For private lessons, let me see. Does this command work in the YouTube chat? No, it doesn't. It's in the Twitch chat. In the Twitch chat, the command should work. All right, he recaptures with the knight. Okay, I can go g3. I think I'll go here. Getting a tempo on his queen, he has to move it. Oh, wait, I didn't want to do that. And then maybe like knight g4. Yeah, it's really interesting. Like, yeah, indeed. Fabiano, he was really close to Mac back then. But now there's definitely a gap again. Okay, let's activate this knight. I don't know. It's just like minor differences at the very top. Well, one thing that I would say is that I feel like top level chess has changed a little bit over the years, especially in terms of preparation. Like there's all these, every time there's like new engines, and often there's like new people emerging to the top. Like some people are better with the new engines, like let's say Leela, like the neural engines. And so I don't know. Okay, he goes there. Let's go queen c3, eyeing the king. If he goes here, he can go knight g4. Also knight c6 is pretty good. Yeah, I would say it's definitely harder to win the candidates, because to win the candidates, you have to beat 7 other players, whereas to win the World Championship, you only have to beat 1 other player, right? Like, even, let's say, here's the thing. Let's say everyone was equally good in the, and also, by the way, on that note, to win the candidates, you're going to have to score like +4, +5, But to win the World Championship, you just have to win 1 more game than your opponent. That's all. If you score +1, out of 14 games, if you score 7.5 points, you win the match. Whereas 7.5 out of 14 is not going to be even close to win the candidates. So that's a big difference. Okay, he goes there. All right, I think g4 is good. So don't see where this knight can go. See what he's gonna do. Yeah, it's really interesting, for like guys like, Hikaru. I will not be surprised if, back in the day they were like, even if you qualified and you play Magnus, like, it's so tough. But now Magnus is out of the way, right? Now, like, the path is wide open. So it's a big opportunity for all of those guys like Magnus and, for Hikaru, for Fabiano. Who do I think will win the candidates? I mean, I'd say my 2 favorites are Fabiano and Hikaru. But I think someone like Anish can also do it. So it's going to be a really interesting tournament. That is for sure. Okay, queen d7, not a bad move, hitting this. I don't have to take right away. So I think I'll just protect this first and bring this piece into the game as well. The thing is, like, he cannot move this knight. If he goes here, then boom, and everything falls apart. Well, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Like, I think Anish definitely capable of winning the candidates. I mean, he's got this reputation that, you know, like he makes too many draws, but I feel like that's not always fair. I feel like generally he's quite a combative player. And so yeah, he can also do it. Okay, take. I don't think Bluebum has a chance. I don't think Bluebum has a chance, if I'm being honest. Like, he's good, but he's just not at that level like the others. Like, yeah. All right. Okay, gotta take. He's gonna recapture, and then it's a little bit tricky. Okay, he's hitting the knight, and he wants this. I can go 92, but getting a slight mess out of this, which is a little bit annoying. It's 94, I guess. Let's go 94. Okay, I guess he can take, though. And then maybe f3. It's not ideal, but I think it's good enough. Well, Gukesh is not playing the candidates, so he's not going to win. Okay, goes queen there, which is a little bit odd to me. Okay, I can just jump in now. Yeah. If your guys can come over there. Yeah, it's a pity. It's a pity. It's a pity that Keimer and Air guys here are not there. Because I feel like they've definitely been, you know, two of the best players of the last couple of years. But okay. Of course, like, everyone has a chance, and you have to, you know, take your chance when it matters most. For Keimer, it was super sad in that game against Bluebaum in the Grand Swiss that he made that terrible blunder. Because of that blunder, Bluebaum qualified and Keimer did not. Like, that was quite pivotal. So, yeah, Bluebaum got really lucky there, and really unfortunate moments for Keimer. Yeah, I think they're gonna change the rules, by the way, as it comes to qualification. Like, I think they were not too happy about, like, what Hikaru did. So I think they're gonna change the rules, but we'll see the what. Okay, g4, he's trying to start up some sort of attack, but check. Okay, goes king back. Okay, let's see. He's better also threatening this, so it's a little bit tricky, although it shouldn't. Okay, I think I'll just do this. And then here. If he goes here, then I'll take. Here, then this. Yeah, let's do it. This should make it a bit easier. At least now everything is coming with check. Yeah, we sacked the rook, that's right. Okay, he's gonna recapture, and now let's throw in this check. Okay, king of a, but now a check. And at some point, okay. You know what? I'm sure that if we queen, this is winning. But I don't know. I'm kind of tempted here to promote to a knight. Let's do it. Let's promote to a horse. Because we promote with check. It goes there. Okay, let's take here. Continue our attack and take the sting out of his attack. Okay, I guess I'll go here. If he takes, at least I have here. Check. Okay, and now we just have checkmate. All right, good game, good game. Okay, so this was really interesting. And this game shows why I recommend, the Queen's Gambit. And why I don't recommend the Queen's Gambit decline for black. What like I said, I'm working on another course for black against 1d4. And I will be teaching you guys the Slav defense. And the reason for that is that you can easily bring out this bishop. This bishop can easily come out. But if you do this, well, guess what? You're blocking in your bishop, so you really have to know what you're doing. Hey, Albert, great to see you. Hope you're doing well. So I go here, he goes here, and I go a3. Now, generally, black should take here. I recapture. And yes, we have these double pawns, but I'm going to take, then go e3, bishop d3, knight e2, followed by castles, f3, and e4. That's the whole plan. Like just to illustrate, if he goes here, e3 or e3 first, and then bishop d3. And then, I don't know, like knight e2. And the whole plan is to eventually go castles, and then f3, and e4, and start a big attack. Okay. Hello, Great Horned Toad. Good to see you. Okay. But he just goes back, which honestly doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Like, you can just do this. This is fine. But then don't go bishop b4 and then back. Then just go bishop b7 right away. Because now he's giving me this move for free, which is generally which is a bit useful. So I develop my knight, develop the bishop. And with this move, he's kind of signaling that he wants to take and go b5. After which, white should be better, but it's not the end of the world. But therefore, I kind of like the idea to go c5, grabbing more space. And now in case he goes b4 and a5, guess what? a3, the pawn is already defended. I like the Slav defense, Stefan. I don't like the Dutch. All right, so he goes here. I just continue my development, grab more space. And I like the h3 as well. Stop. In case he goes here, I can go here. And he went here. I develop the bishop. And already here, white has a massive space advantage. Even though the material is equal, it might look like black has not done anything too terrible. The engine is already giving white a big, big advantage. Right, so he goes here, just castle. Okay, he's just weakening his own position now. And we just start opening up the board so we can try to get to his king. He goes here, okay, he's just hanging a pawn. And he's just lost. Like, I have a lot of space, his king is weak. Alright, so activate the rook. Activate my queen as well. Alright, I went here. I traded. And activated the other knight. And, even though it took a while to, like, actually win this game, I mean, my position is so dominant, right? Now I'm also winning more material that the result was never really in doubt. Oh, dang. Sorry about that, Albert. Hope everything is well. He goes here. I go here. The knight is trapped, so I don't have to take right away. Okay, I decided to take and go here, hitting the queen. Probably have to do this, but he went here. Okay, check. And, I mean, he's trying to do something over here, but my attack is just a lot faster. Okay, take, check. And everything is coming with check. I could have promoted to a queen here, but I thought this was quite fancy, promoting to a knight with check. Check, check, and mate. So pretty nice win here for white. And it really goes to show why I think the Queen's Gambit decline is just a difficult opening. Right? Like black is just often cramped for space if he goes e6. Right? We see this bishop on c8 is just a little bit blocked in. That's why I don't recommend this. That's why I recommend this. This is very easy to play. Okay? Alright. Okay, so let's move on to the next game. Okay, and we're getting black. Okay, goes e4. Now, what do we do against e4? We go c5, the Sicilian. He goes knight f3, and here we go knight to c6. Okay, so c3, the delayed elephant, if you will, trying to build a big center, as now he wants to recapture the pawn. And what I recommend is that whenever you see the move c3, we go knight f6. Queen's gambit accepted, also possible, but white has quite a few options. So it's a little bit tricky. Okay, queen c2. He defends this and still wants to go d4. Guess we can go e5. I don't like d5. Queen c7, not a move. Maybe d6. Bishop g4. If it goes here, can I take? And take, I think I can. This might be, I don't know. Could be risky, but could also be fine. We'll check it after the game. Let's go d6. Let's see how this works out. Yeah, it's really sad. Like, I think, if I'm being honest, we got one of the worst openings. It's really sad. We got one of the very worst openings against 1d4. Should be 5. Okay, I don't quite want to allow him to take, even though I don't think it's the end of the world. I mean, I can also just do this. But let's see, I could also go here. Let's go bishop d7, neutralizing the pin. Oh, that's awesome, Albert. Okay, he castles, let's go a6. So I hit the bishop. If he takes, I recapture. He's probably going to drop back. And now I like bishop g4, putting my bishop on an active square and really stopping d4, as now I can just take, and take. They would just drop a pawn. Well, check out the video, Squirrel. Check out the video. Yep, check out the video, and I would really appreciate it if you guys would leave a like and a comment. I think the video deserves much more views than it's currently getting. Okay, he goes here. Now, if I take, he still has this. So I think I'll do this first, and then take. So let's do it. Let's take. Oh, I was wondering, yeah. And if you like the video, you know, leave a like, leave a comment, and give it a nice little push. Okay, recaptures, let's take, we win a pawn. Maybe later, Kaushik. I'll try. Hello, Sorny, good to see you. Okay, takes. Okay, now we just take, and we're winning a full pawn here. It goes there, let's just take here. It's gonna recapture. And now we have to think a little bit. e5 is definitely an idea, and a take here. So I can move the queen. Can also move it here. I'll go here, because e5 was a little bit annoying. Okay, goes there. Let's go g6 and bishop g7. Okay, goes bishop g5. Let's go bishop g6. Ah, schnooks. I guess I have here and here if needed. Okay, I want to recapture, keeping my pawn structure intact. This is a good move. Let's see, can I get away with this? If he goes here, I think I go here. I think I'll do this, just grabbing another pawn. Why not? Here, bishop d4. If he goes here, I think I can do this. Take, and then after that I'll take here. So let's take here. I think it's fine. If here we have bishop d4, and we cover this and save the bishop. But definitely a little bit tricky what I'm doing here. Bishop d4. Can just, I mean, I'll have to drop the bishop all the way back. Guess bishop c5 is fine. A little bit unnecessary here, the trouble I'm getting myself in. Yeah, he goes there, hitting my bishop. Okay, let's see. I can go bishop c5, which I think is fine right here. I think I'll go bishop c5. He's got a tricky move here. Okay, it was not that, because now I just castle, and I'm pretty safe. I was a bit worried about this. With the point being that if I castle, he's got here. And if I take, then this. Okay, h3. Yeah, but here's the thing. If he's down in material, he needs to do something quickly. Because now he's just making random moves, and he's just down a pawn. So let's bring the rook into the game. Move bishop back. Okay, knight b6, but we just take. And actually... Okay, bot. Thank you very much. Okay, GG. We win a full rook, and that's it. Okay, good stuff. We win another game. All right, let's have a look at this one. Okay, so what I recommend is that we meet e4 with c5, the Sicilian. Knight of 3, we go knight c6. Okay, so if they go d4, we want to take and go into the Accelerated Dragon. And what I recommend is that whenever you see c3, either here or here, you meet it with knight of 6. Because you don't want to allow him to build a big center unopposed. Right? Oh, yeah, no, if... yeah, of course, Albert. All right, here, and we go knight of 6, hitting the pawn. Okay, he goes queen c2, a little bit odd. Now, perhaps I could have gone e5. I went here, which might not have been the best. I mean, might he also do something like this, but yeah, it's really not good. Whatever. This was not a good move. e5 would have been a better move. All right, anyway, he went here. I just neutralized the pin. I think, again, he should have gone d4. But now I go a6, because now if he takes, I keep my pawn structure intact. No double pawns. He went back. I go here, putting my bishop on an active square. He went here. And it's actually... Oh, wait. Yeah, so the reason why I didn't do this is that he can take with a knight. And black is fine, but white is fine as well. Here I'll do this and here. But, of course, he should have done this. I go here, and here he's got the move e5. Hitting this, and things actually get pretty tricky. So that's what he should have done. But he went here. Now he's just down a pawn for nothing. I could have gone back. I decided to do this. And I wanted to go g6 in here, but I was a little bit concerned about this. Even though, I guess I should not have been. Like, black is doing really well. Anyway, I went queen d7 to defend this pawn, but things got really tricky with bishop g5 and knight e5. But I think things worked out in my favor as I take, I hit the rook, and now I go here, saving the bishop and covering the square. Okay, here I go back. And yeah, I think he should have played e5. But this was just too slow. Now I castle him up 2 pawns. And he's got pretty much nothing, which is why you see the evil bar giving black, you know, a decisive advantage. He goes here, just activating the rook. This just lose the game. I mean, he had to do this, but then, you know, I can take another pawn if I want to. But he did this, I pick up the rook, and it's just over. Okay, so nice stuff. We get another win with black. Okay, let's push up to 1900. If we get to 1900, that'd be great. So let's do next game. Okay, we're once again playing with black. Okay, so he goes e4, so we meet e4 with c5, the Sicilian. Now he goes bishop c4, the bolder attack. And what I recommend is that we just go knight c6, keeping our options open. Knight c3. And okay, we can go e6. We can also go g6. Let's see, both are completely fine. I think in this game, I will go for g6 and just kind of play it in an Accelerated Dragon fashion. Let's see what he's going to do. Okay, goes a3. Now he is going for the Levy system. This might be one of Levy's disciples. d3. And we go e6. Some of my students, they face this a lot because people do the Levy. Bishop a2 here. Bishop a2 is what Levy recommends. Happy to hear that. Happy to hear that, Zook Addict fan. That's what you play against the Sicilian? The Levy system? Okay, so f4. Now, the reason why I like e6 is that we neutralize this bishop on this diagonal. And we open up this square for our knight, while not blocking our bishop. And we prepare this d5 push. Okay, he goes here. Now I can go, if I castle, he might throw a quick h4 at me. So I think I'll just go d5. Okay, e5. Okay. But now I can... Okay, so let's see. My bishop is a little bit blocked. I have to think how I'm going to deal with that. I can go f6 later. Like knight f5 and f6 is very much possible. I think that's what I will do. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go knight f5. I want to go f6, but I want to be able to recapture with the queen. Okay, so let's go f6. If he takes a recapture. I don't know, Albert. Let's see. Okay, I gave you a follow. Albert. Okay, he takes. Let's recapture the queen. We'll check after the game if f6 was correct. I think it's fine. Okay, let's castle. Question is, what are we gonna do with the central pawns, right? I guess at some point I'll go here. Make sure I'm not in any danger. Maybe here and here. But it's not that obvious to me as to how we continue from here. Alright, 92. Good to see you, Advide. Good to see you. Okay, let's continue our development with bishop d7 and here. Big Ben disproves f6. It happens. Let's bring the other rook in. I guess king h8 is what I will do. Yeah, good question. Good question. How can a grandmaster like me reach the candidates, right? I mean, I guess, you know, just look at how people qualified. But how people qualify is, let's say, through the FIDE World Cup, right? If you play in the FIDE World Cup, if you finish in the top 3, you qualify. That is one path. Also, the FIDE Grand Swiss is another path. And there the top 2 qualifies. So those would be, let's say for a next candidates, those would be my 2 best bets. And, you know, wait. If you guys want to support that, oh no, wait. No, wait. Here. Here's a link. If you guys want to support me playing more tournaments. Okay, so let's see. Knight h4 is a good move. I can also go back, but let's go here. It was really unfortunate, by the way. I really wanted to play in the World Rapid and Blitz, but due to some personal reasons, I eventually decided not to go. Like it just wasn't really possible. So it was unfortunate, but next year I definitely wanna play. Okay, he recaptures. Okay, and let's say I can go queen e7, I can go queen d8. Let's go queen d8. So I keep both rooks open, so to speak. I want to get e5, but for the moment it's gonna hang this. Okay, let's see what he's gonna do. No, I don't like h6. That's just weakening my king. No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, Albert. Don't worry. Like, just focus on, your school and your tournaments. Okay? Okay, knight g3. Okay, I'll go king h8. I want to go e5, but I don't want this to come with check. I want to be able to go here. If I get e5 and in here, he is going to get a rough pounding. He's going to be in trouble. Okay, he goes there. I'm going to do it anyway. I want to go bishop g4. If he takes, I've got here. He's got to take. Might have to do something like this first, which is a little bit annoying. But okay. Hello, Gastone. Yeah, Thursday should work. Yes, the plan is to play Title Tuesday. Yep. That is definitely the plan. Oh, sorry, I think I missed something. No, wait, my bad. Thank you to somebody for the donation. Sorry that I missed it. Really appreciate it. My bad. Okay, he takes. All right, yeah, if I take, he takes, and he can take here, which is really Oh wait, no, I have here. I have here. And I should have something. So let's just do it. Let's go in. Takes I take. Here I go here. Queen b3. There's got to be something there. Although I don't quite see the immediate knockout. Okay, obviously we recapture. Well, he really has to take, otherwise I'm just getting a big attack for free. And his bishop actually, it's not a useless pawn first of all, and his bishop is also coming back to defend. Good question, Michael Tall. I mean, I think the knight up is good, but it's just more difficult. So perhaps just keep playing the Accelerated Dragon for a while. Well, you know, for those of you who like the video, you know, leave a like, leave a comment. That's gonna support it. Okay, we come in with a check. Okay, this and this is possible. Let's go here. Hello, Dirk. Good to see you. Okay, he goes there. Let's take. All right, and I really want to open up the diagonal, so I'm just going to take, followed by d4. Okay, takes, but now we go d4, we hit the bishop, open up the other bishop. Yep. Okay, he goes there, but everything is winning, obviously. d3, but also really nasty. Although, no, wait, hang. Thank you to Jacob for the tier 1. Thank you so much. Welcome, welcome. Welcome aboard. Okay, let's take. Takes it, just recapture, hitting the knight as well. It's just getting absolutely destroyed. Let's recapture. This is looking bot. This is looking very bot. All right, let's see what he's gonna do. I think, if I had to take a guess, I think he's gonna resign. It's my best guess. Hello, Michael Jackson. Hello, Hoy. Hello, Chessmaster. Hello, Jurlanica. Hello to everyone on YouTube. We have a big crowd today, eh? Hello, hello, everyone. Welcome. Don't be shy to say hi in the chat. I'll say hi back. Chessmaster, I did not win. I came second. Of course I know cricket, yeah. Okay, he goes back. Okay, let's take the knight. Maybe take it with tempo. Can I give you some advice on the check on how to learn opening? Well, just watch the stream, take some notes. A very easy way to learn an opening is, you know, buying some of the courses. They are currently on sale. Yeah, I think because you can currently pick up the Accelerated Dragon course for only $20. Only $20 without the video. With the video, it's $50. And if you don't like it, there's the 30-day money back guarantee. So check it out. It's also available on chess.com, by the way. All right, so anyway, nice win here with black. Let's have a quick look. C4, okay, we go C5. And against bishop C4 setups, it's always good to go for a quick E6 to neutralize that bishop. Okay, so part of the reason why we go E6 is also to open up this E7 square for a knight. And to go D5. He went E5, okay, so my computer is saying G5. Interesting. But knight f5 and f6 I think is also good. Getting my queen into the game, opening up the bishop again, a castle, bishop d7, rook a e8. Huh. Maybe it was better. Yeah, apparently it was better to go like b6, bishop e7, or bishop a6. Okay. Because I guess now my bishop is not doing that much. But okay. Here, knight h4, but now his king is quite weak. Alright, so we just take, move the queen back. And already here, I really wanted to go e5, which is why I went here. And e5. And yeah, we're getting a really nice attack on his king here. So take. Maybe he could and should have taken, but I was going to go here. Hitting the queen, and if here... Yeah, there should be something like check and... Oh, that is nasty. He's just getting destroyed here, dang. Alright, but he did this, but now I just come over to check. Go here, d4 is coming, and it's just over. He went here, just take, clearing this diagonal, and there's just way too many problems. He went here, I took, this is hanging, it's just completely crushing. And, oh, wait, what? No, but, oh. Okay, what is the better move for black? Yeah, knight h3 is made in one. Okay, well, if you see a free queen, you know, also good. Yeah, knight h3. Okay, good stuff. Okay, reach 1876. Okay, also possible. Hello, Algren. Hello, Fuzio. Okay. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Harris. Yeah, Nihal Saran did great in Tata Steel, India. He clearly has the talent, so it's great to see him, you know, showing it. Okay. Fine, we'll do a few more to reach 1900. Okay, so we get white. Let's go 1 d4. Okay, you go c6. But I recommend that we just stay in 1 d4 territory with the move c4. Okay, goes d5, and what I recommend against the Slav is that we just take. And now we develop our knights to f3 and c3. Okay, let's see what he's going to do. Good question, Savage. Okay, let's go knight c3. 4 coming next. All right. Yeah, okay, he goes there. Maybe that's why I should not have taken too quickly, because... Okay, let's see. What if I do this? I guess he takes, though. And here. This is a little bit annoying. Hello, T Streets. Good to see you. Normally, I don't want to allow this. Maybe 95, but he might just... No idea what to do here. This might just not be so bad. This might actually be kind of fine for black. Maybe there and there. Wait, what? Okay, I might regret this, but let's go 95. We'll see how this works out. My point is if he takes 6 and d4, I want to go here and then here. Okay, let's take. I'm hitting the pawn. I think e6 is theory here. E6 is theory. He protects the pawn and he just solidifies everything. Now the bishop can come out. This is a really good move. Like, I was really hoping he would not find this. I was hoping for d4. And then maybe I'll give a check. And like, if he goes bishop d7, I guess I can take. And queen d7, I have here. Rook c8 here. And if he takes, I take. And okay, I guess I can take, but I give a check. And it should be better. That's what I was hoping for. But, you know, e6, he finds the good move. Like, I completely missed it. And now we don't have anything with white. We don't have any advantage whatsoever. Well, let me just go ahead and give a check. All right, let's see what he's going to do. Hello, Crazy Thunder. Hello. Oh, wait, why did he resign? That was weird. All right, okay, we got a bit lucky. He just resigned out of nowhere. Okay, let's have a look. E6 is theory, indeed, Zach. Okay. So we take and here. All right, so the 95 is the second best move. The computer is saying queen b3, but what if he takes? What? Okay. What? This one, wait, what is bishop? I don't get it. Okay, this one I get. Okay, I guess that's what I'll do next time. All right. Okay, but 95 also good move. And yeah, I was calculating d4. I wanted to give this check with the idea that if he blocks, okay, just win a pawn. And in case of queen d7, I wanted to do this. And I guess I can play a move like e4, but I was looking at this, which also gives white an advantage, but it's not that clear after e6, because I have to go a3. But yeah, I guess like e4. But yeah, he went e6, which was the theory, and he just resigned. Okay, he was fine. I mean, he could have just gone queen e7, nothing wrong, but he decided to resign. Okay, lucky win there. Let's move on to the next game. Okay, we got white. Okay, so let's go d4. Okay, goes d5. Let's go c4. Okay. He's playing the Chigorin defense, okay? Let's go knight f3, which I think is one of the best moves. He takes, okay. But now I can go d5, kick his horse, or e4, and just try to get it back. Let's go e4. Bishop g4, okay, if I take, he can obviously take. I can go d5. I'll go d5, hitting the horse. Goes there. Interesting. Okay, I think I'll just develop. I can get this back later as well. If he takes, that's not a problem. Ah, wait, maybe bishop f4. Maybe bishop f4 right away was the move. This should be okay. Okay, takes. Let's recapture. And let's see what he's going to do. He goes e6. Okay. Yeah, because I guess now he might have here. Okay, let's go f4. Probably has to go here. I take and let's take. I think this is interesting. Because okay, if I take, he goes here and he's fine. think he's fine. So let's try this. If he goes here, I can take. If he goes here, I can take. All right. Okay. Anyway, good to see all of you guys doing well. People are saying yes to resign last game. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Okay, let's go ahead and take this pawn over here. That is not a problem, Albert. Black is completely fine there. Let's go ahead and take the pawn. We hit this over here as well. Yeah, he mouse flipped resign. Up. Okay, goes there. Okay, if I go here, he's got this. Let's just develop bishop b3. Can maybe do this, can also do this. Okay, goes there. Okay, if I take, I guess he takes with the bishop. Let's go here. I think my king is pretty safe, even though that c-pawn is gone. And I definitely didn't want to do this. Also didn't want to keep my king in the middle, so this is better. Okay, but now we just take, and the endgame is great for me. Let's go e5, hit the bishop. If the bishop moves, can win another pawn. And actually, it doesn't really have any good squares, like maybe here. But, I don't know. Okay, takes, but we just say thank you very much. I mean, he's just completely lost. He's down a piece for nothing. Okay, I can go rook e1. Okay, let's go rook e1. Eyeing the bishop over here. Just check. Take in here. Can also go here, but he goes here. Okay, let's give it a try. Let's just trade down. If you're up in material, trades are almost always going to be good for you. So let's go ahead and take. Let's go knight c6, hitting the rook, hitting the bishop. All right, and now I kind of like this move, because now I just pin the bishop, right? And it cannot move anywhere. If it moves, he hangs the rook. And I'm protecting this. So if he does this, I just recapture, and that's it. If f6, we take the bishop, and he's simply going to drop it. Okay, that's awesome. That's awesome, Kravnik. Congratulations. Bishop pair almost always better. Crazy Thunder. Good question. Bishop pair almost always better. Okay, good stuff. We get another win. All right. Okay, so he played the Chigurine, which is a little bit risky. Okay, knight c3 or knight f3 are the critical moves. Okay, he decided to take. Apparently d5 may be better. Okay, here went d5. Knight c3 is fine. And f4 is good. Oh, the computer is saying I should just go here and here. Interesting. I gave this check. I thought he had to do this. Because now he's just losing a pawn. And we just take. And it's really bad for him. I went here. Castles. And yeah, he's just down a pawn with a bad position, as you guys can see from the evil bar. But going into an endgame is quite miserable because I just take and go e5, hit the bishop. If the bishop moves, I can take another pawn. So he gave up a piece, but that's obviously not going to help anything as he's just down a piece in an endgame. I decided to give a check, trade down, go here. I mean, rook d5 was needed, but anyway, it's all completely lost. And now he's also losing another piece. Okay, so win another game. Very nice. I hope so, Fide. I mean, I have not been invited yet, even though the tournament's coming up very soon. It's like a month and a half away, and I've like, yeah, I'm really hoping to play, but I haven't been invited yet. Okay, anyway, let's do one more game. If we win one more, we should cross 1900. Okay. E4, let's go C5, the Sicilian. Okay, he goes D4. Okay, so the whole point behind C5 is that whenever you see D4, you take. Okay, he recaptures. Let's go knight C6, hitting the queen. And he goes queen C3. Now, I guess at least he's stopping me from going G6, so I cannot quite play the Accelerated Dragon. But I can still go E6. Or, you know, I can do this if I want. I can also try to cheese him with E6. Let's go here, because I think it's slightly awkward for him to defend this. I guess bishop D3 is there. Maybe then this even. Like I could have actually also E5. E5 and D5 makes quite a bit of sense. I can go D5 here. Okay, you can also recapture the queen. Maybe E5. Let's go E5. I want to try to push forward a little bit. Next I want to go D5. So with E5 we create a little threat. Goes A3, of course he sees it. Let's go D5. Let's go for the initiative. He takes already, queen takes. Guess he still has here though, E4, bishop C4. He's barely holding on. Can also recapture with the knight. But we should have some opportunities here to create an initiative. Okay, he goes there. Okay, let me try to do something cheesy here. Let's go here. Who sees the cheese? Who sees the cheese? What are we cooking here with black? Does anyone see it? Is he gonna fall for the cheese? Fortunately, doesn't fall for the cheese. Good move by him. Yeah, my idea was to go D4 and trap his queen, but this is a good move. So he's hitting this, and he's hitting this. I guess. Okay, maybe here. Now let's just go queen b6. I mean, I hit the bishop. I mean, even if he takes, I should get a really nice initiative with like bishop c5. Okay, let's recapture the pawn. Okay, let's see what he's gonna do. Okay, goes h3, but it's just way too slow. Okay, I just developed with tempo, bishop c5, hitting this. Queen g3, good move defending the pawn. Okay, I can just take. Can also castle. I mean, at some point I should take. At some point I should take something. Just castle for now. Okay, goes there. I can take. So if knight h5. It's a little bit annoying. Like he's not. Okay, let's just take this way. I mean, we're winning a pawn. Like obviously we're doing great, but it's not resignable or anything for him, you know? I don't think so, Fide. I don't think he has a real chance of winning. Okay, he's... This is his threat, by the way. So let's go f6. Defend this, and if he goes here, at least I can go here. Goes there, hitting the pawn. Just a bit, and he's threatening that. I'm really messing this up, by the way. Yeah, this is annoying. Okay, let's go here, I guess. If he goes here, okay, I'll let him have the bishop pair. Still think I'm much better. So I hit c2, which is awkward to defend. But I've definitely misplayed this a little bit. Okay, goes there. I like bishop d4. So if he takes, I can recapture. No, I've said it before. I think Anish also has a chance. I think like Fabiano, Hikaru, maybe Anish are like the top favorites. Prague also capable. We're talking about the candidates. Okay, goes knight a4. Let's go queen b5. It's a little bit awkward for him to deal with the knight. If he goes b3, he hangs this. If he does this, he fixes my pawn structure. And c3, I just take. So I think he's finding himself in a bit of trouble. By the way, this will be the last game of today. Okay, takes. Let's recapture, fixing our pawn structure. I guess b3 now. And then we have a really healthy extra pawn. Like we have a really nice center here. Okay, let's bring in this rook as well. Yeah, I don't really see why you winning the tournament. I mean, I think... Yeah, no, I've said it before. I think Fabiano and Hikaru, like, they have a track record of winning these type of tournaments. Like, they've done it in the past, and they can do it again. Okay, let's move the bishop. And, okay, right now, maybe Hikaru has, like, a slightly higher rating than Fabiano, but like we said before, like, he hasn't played, like, a real event in a while. So, also by rating, like, Fabiano and Hikaru are just clearly the two top favorites. I mean, Hikaru outrated him by 10 points. It's something, but it's not that much. Okay, goes there, hitting this. Okay, let's just defend it. Oh, yeah, no, he has a great record against Fabiano. Yeah, he beat him in a lot of games. Yeah, no, 100%. Okay, let's go e3, because then we can take here, and then it might just all crumble. This is looking really dangerous for white. I take here. Okay, goes there. Hmm. Okay, fine. Let's take. can do this, but it doesn't. Let's go here. I want to go rook e2, go after this pawn. He's putting up some good resistance. Plus 11. Yeah, that is the one thing. I'd say for Fabiano, if Hikaru was not in the field, then I give Fabiano a very good chance. But since he is, and Fabian has a bad score against Hikaru, like, that's making it tougher. Well, but I mean, Magnus is not playing the World Championship. Like, my dude. That's been known for like 3.5 years. Okay, he goes there. This guy is defending well, eh? But I think I'll do this. If he takes, I'll do that. Yeah, sad that. Yeah, it's really sad that Gukash didn't qualify for the candidates. Yeah, it's really sad. Okay, let's go ahead and take. Yeah, Nepo dropped a lot. I don't even know what. I think he's still over 2,700, but not even by that much. Oh, 2723. Yeah, he dropped a lot. Okay, but I just take. Okay, let's see. I can take. Let's do this, forcing the trade. And okay, now this pawn is just one square away from promotion here. I guess just rook b8. And he cannot stop here and here. So that should just be GG. Let's go here, threatening the queen. And if he goes here, I can just do this and win the rook. So that's going to be GG, and we're going to cross 1900. It's hard to say, but it'll be interesting to see FIDE how he would do in like a long tournament. Yeah, I mean, Bluebomb and Esipenko can do well, but I don't really see either of them winning the event. They could have a good event. They could maybe score like +1, +2, or like 50% +1. That'd be a great event for them. But I don't see one of them winning. Or like I said, maybe like +2, but I don't think they're going to score like plus, okay, let's give it a check. +4, +5 and win the event. I only see like Fabiano, Hikaru, maybe, yeah, so those guys capable of that. All right, good stuff. We get another win. Okay, so, all right, so the whole point of the c5 is that whenever c4 is to take. To do this, you go knight c6. I think this is still in the course, and if they go queen d3, I recommend g6. He went here, stopping g6, but now I kind of like my approach with knight here, and e5. So I'm threatening this, goes here, here, playing in the center even more. Goes here, bishop e6, threatening this. He goes here, queen b6, defending this. Okay, so he took. And now we have a nice center, we have the bishop pair, so black is already quite a lot better. He goes here, bishop c5. I guess I should have taken, no, this is fine. But at some point, I should take the pawn. So that's what, it's apparently like a big, it's a big difference if I take the pawn or the knight, but this is a much better way of doing it. Interesting. Yeah, this gives away a big chunk of the advantage. You have 6, good move. So if he goes here, I can do this. You in here, I defend it. Okay, I think he had to do this to get my bishop pair. Because now I have an extra pawn. And very good control in the middle as well. Here. Okay, we recapture. Activate another rook. The bishop out of the way. This pawn up. Okay, we just defend that. I mean, yes, he takes, but this pawn is not that important. e3. Hitting this and starting to make inroads to his king. Alright, take. I wanted to do something like this in here, bishop b4. So this move made a lot of sense when I was c4. Really ripping his pawn structure apart. Okay, did this, I just take, and it's just all too loose. I just take here, recapture, threatening to promote. He did this, but now rook b8, and he cannot stop rook b1 and here. And so it's going to cost him a full rook, and with that, the game. So check, and he resigned. Okay, so very nice game. And now we cross 1900, a very nice milestone across. Excellent. Okay, I hope you guys are enjoying the speedrun so far. Hello everyone in the YouTube chat. Hello Jaden, hello Baka, hello Chessmaster, hello Yugi. Good to see all of you guys watching on YouTube, eh? Hope you guys are enjoying the speedrun. If you guys are watching on YouTube and you're enjoying it, make sure that you smash that subscribe button. Very unlikely, I mean, very unlikely. Yeah. All right, anyway, okay. We're gonna move on to something else for just a brief second. All right. This is gonna be fun. Okay. So let's go ahead and play a little bit of Star Trek. Should be a fun game. We also played it yesterday. If you work hard, maybe in like 1 or 2 years, Albert. Mm-hmm. I don't know honestly. I think he can FIDE. Yeah, I think okay, 2026, yeah, I think he can. At some point his ban indeed will finish. Prospect. It depends, Sleazy, it depends. But I guess I can definitely calculate like multiple moves ahead. I guess 10 is that like definitely very doable for GMs. But the difficult thing always with calculating multiple moves ahead is to like make sure that your calculations are good. Like, I mean, I can play a blindfold game. That's not difficult. Like, if I play a blindfold game, I'll know the position on the board. But if you're calculating a line like, let's say 10 moves deep, I mean, it's rare that you actually do that because there's often like so many options for both sides that you just early on have to no, like you have to weigh your own options, you have to weigh his options, so it's hard to actually go deep into one specific line. And there's actually the saying like long variation, wrong variation, because it's just very easy to miss something along the way. Oh yes. Yeah. Yeah, well, we're talking, yes, we're calculating Star Trek moves ahead. That's right. Be a pretty fun game, Star Trek. I mean, you guys can play it as well if you download it by typing exclamation mark star in the chat or and clicking the link. So feel free to check it out. It would also support the channel a little bit, so I would appreciate that. No, it's not gonna be in the Shevchenko Slav, Arun. Check out the video, Christensen. Check out the video. Only one way to find out. Yeah, I would really appreciate it if you guys would check out the video and push it a little bit, because I feel like, you know, it would deserve a little bit more views, a little bit more support than it's currently getting. Which is really annoying, you know, like, what more does the YouTube algorithm want me to do, you know? Like, I beat Magnus, like, what more can I do, you know? Oh, oops. Well, I think the thumbnail looks fine, no? Okay, thank you, thank you. Okay, we're almost done. When is Bullet Brawl? It's in like in 42 minutes. But I don't know, I'm not good in Bullet. All right, anyway. Yeah, that is true, but I feel like in Bullet it's just difficult, like to develop that mouse speed. And I don't really enjoy it, you know, if I'm being honest. All right. Okay, so it was fun playing Star Trek for a little bit. But let's switch back to the chess. Let's see what's going on. So actually this weekend there's also Bundesliga. Some friends of mine are playing there. Yeah, what? And yeah, it was nice. He probably wanted to squeeze me, sleazy, but the opposite happened, of course. Okay, let's see. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it's sleazy. If you like the video, you know, make sure to leave a like, you know, comment. That would push it in the algorithm. That'd be appreciated. Okay, so let's have a look. I'm kind of curious. Do I have to be on Proctor to play? Thank you to Wonder McBlunder for 19 months. Thank you so much. Feels like-
Year and a half seems like forever in today's economy.
That's right. Okay, let's see. So Bullet Brawl is currently not even that strong, but it probably will get strong. So like, well, I'll probably not play the Wonder McBlunder. Yeah, it is. It is the Wonder McBlunder. No, I mean, maybe if the turnout is not strong, but I guess like Bornik is gonna play. I guess eventually everyone will play. So then I don't really see the point. What is it? The Wonder Make Blunder. That's interesting. That is especially true for a game like poker. In chess, that's weird. In chess, that is not really true. But yeah, definitely true for poker. And I guess, yeah, interesting. All right, anyway, we're gonna wrap up for today. Thanks everyone for watching. If you guys enjoyed the games. But yeah, for now we're gonna get going. Okay, so yeah, I don't know when we'll be back. Hope you guys enjoyed the speedrun. We got up to 1900. Um, ultimately the goal is to push to 2500, so still quite a few sessions to go. But it should be getting more and more interesting as we push up the rating ladder. So thanks everyone for all the love and support. And I'll see you guys next time. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Jacob. Really appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, I would really I'd be so thankful if you guys bought it, By the way, before we get going, couple of things. Make sure to join my Discord. That is a great place to stay in touch while I'm offline. Check out the courses. Like I said, they are on sale, so right now is a good time to get them. Tomorrow is the last day of the sale. Check out the YouTube. Some cool videos have been uploaded on there, and also the speedrun videos will be on there. And yeah. Other than that, yeah. Yeah, make sure to check all of that out. I'm taking on a few more students in case anyone is interested. Like, I have like a few more open slots, so feel free to reach out. And I think that is it for today. Hello, Bobby Tables. Good to see you. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. All right. Let's see. Okay, have a good one, everyone.